What's going on, guys? Tristan24 here. Welcome back to a video on the channel. Today is my match week 31 predictions in the Premier League, and it was last before the international break. We didn't have a lot of games, but now we've got quite a lot of 3 o'clock kickoffs. Of course, normal the Premier League, Monday games as well, and Sunday. So this should be interesting, guys. Let me know your comments in the comment section down below. On screen now will be the prediction league, so if you want to join that, it's free to enter. Just comment your predictions down below. It's not too late to enter, it never is. But let's get into these predictions for match week 31 in the Premier League. Starting off with Liverpool against Watford. This will be a tough game for Watford. Liverpool trying to close down the gap on Man City, of course, and they did drop points before the international break against Crystal Palace. So Liverpool have to be winning these games. Of course, they've got a massive game later on in the month against Man City, and that's going to be huge, of course. So in this one, I'm going to say Liverpool will keep up the pace in a 3-0 win over Watford. Next up is Brighton against Norwich. Norwich, if they are serious about staying up, this has to be a must-win game for them. A side like Brighton, you know, in the bottom half of the table, you have to be aiming for something in this game. But Brighton, they'll be thinking this one has to be a win for themselves as well, facing a team at the bottom of the league. And I can't see Norwich getting anything out of this one. I think Brighton will win 2-0 in this one. Next up, Man City are away at Burnley. And I'm not going to take ages to answer this one. I think Man City are going to win 5-0. I've said it, and yeah, I think that's going to happen. Burnley, I think they could be in a little bit of trouble, you know. I'm not too sure if they'll stay up. I think they might go down, and this battering will not help them if it happens, which Man City like to score a lot of goals against Burnley. I think it will happen again here. Chelsea against Brentford next up. Now, Brentford, I think they will be saved the last few weeks when I predicted them. Yeah, they've outdone me, and fair play to them, really. Ivan Toney scoring quite a few goals recently. But for Chelsea, this has to be a win for them, of course. They're not going to get the title this season. I think just 3rd place is theirs, really. And they'll concentrate on not losing out 3rd place, really, to like Arsenal, who are chasing. I don't think they will. I think they'll win here 3-0. Brentford might surprise me again, though. Next up, Leeds against Southampton. Now, Leeds, I think they'll be okay. I've seen enough under their new manager to think that they will be in the Premier League next season. Southampton, you know, they're not going down. They're not doing anything crazy. I think they'll just lose this one to Leeds 2-1 in this one. So Leeds 2 at Ellen Road, Southampton 1. Wolves against Aston Villa. Now these two are right next to each other in the table, and it'll be a tough game. I think it'll be a draw in the end. I'm sitting on the fence for this one. Coutinho, you know, Villa have got a lot of quality, but so do Wolves, and have a really good solid defence as well. So it'll be tough to break down. It'll be a really good watch. But for me, 1-1. Man United against Leicester next. Now remember in 2016 where this was like a massive game for Leicester and the title or something like that. And they won it as well, of course. But this one, Man United are doing okay. No, they're not doing okay. Man United, they're what, 5th, 6th? I don't know. They're not getting the top 4 in my opinion. Spurs and Arsenal is in contention for them too. Man United have had an awful season, let's be real, and it's not going to improve really, but I think they will get a win here against Leicester. Probably expected to, really, considering Leicester's season as well hasn't gone the greatest, but you know, they're mid-table. But this one, Man United 2, Leicester 1. West Ham against Everton is the next game. Everton in a lot of trouble. Maybe they'll go down. Maybe they'll just have enough to survive. Not too sure as of yet. But West Ham will have ambitions of their own to try and finish as high as possible, of course. And try and maybe leapfrog Man United if they can. I think West Ham will win this one 3-1 at home. Next up, Spurs against Newcastle. You know, Newcastle have been really solid recently, but so have Spurs. And that's why I'm going to back Spurs to get a 3-1 win at home. You know, it's really difficult to judge Spurs. Some weeks they're okay, some weeks they're not, and then the next week you just think they're going to be awful. And they're brilliant, so I cannot call them. Maybe Newcastle gets something from this, but I think Spurs will win 3-1. In the reverse fixture of this, it was actually, this is the first game that Newcastle had new owners for. Fun fact to you there. And the final game of match week 31 in the Premier League is Palace against Arsenal. Always a tasty game, this one. But I think Arsenal have too much Crystal Palace and they'll win this one 2-1. So guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have, comment your predictions down below to be part of the prediction league. I'm also doing a championship version of this, of course, if you haven't realised by now. So make sure you go check that out. But before you do, drop a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you never ever miss a video. And until next time guys, I'll see you later.